Hi, hello everyone. Welcome again to a new video. So as part of today's video, I am going to share a specific feature which we might have seen in Jira, but maybe we were not sure, what's the usage of it. So we are going to talk about a calendar feature in Jira. So for that, what I'm doing is I'm sharing the cloud instance that I have created in Jira, and these are the different projects we have. I will open one of the project. This is Kanban metrics. So if I click on this one, we can see this project gets opened, and this is the left navigation. And like Jira has changed the navigation recently, we can see the top bar, which consists of the summary of the project. Uh, okay, how many work items we have, what has been completed, what has been updated, how many items are due. So this is also a kind of a good summary which gives good insights about the project and the activities that has been there. I mean, similar thing earlier we used to achieve through dashboards. So if you look at this particular project, I mean, this project is using Kanban as a template, and I have used it for so many past videos. And this is the workflow. So we have a backlog or a to-do. We have selected for development. We have in progress, QA, and done. And the different set of stories we can see it's already there. And I think in one of the video I talked about that there is a feature which is available which says board insights. So this is also a very handy feature. Not most of the teams, they are not using it, but I mean, what I liked about this thing is, I mean, in case it's a kind of a big team, like 10 or 15 members in a one Kanban team. And sometimes we may not be able to identify, okay, what are those items which needs our attention. So it automatically does it for us. So it will say, if I click on due, so it will say, okay, what is due on which date. So like, I mean, this is already passed. Today is 17th, and this item is due today. So now, similar to this thing is the calendar feature. So you guys might be thinking, why I am explaining all these things again when it was already part of a video. So I just wanted to kind of link this thing. I mean, here the due will point out, what all has is due for the next 2 weeks, and what has been stuck, I mean, which remains in the same column. But I mean, what if we want to kind of like see in a calendar in a monthly basis kind of a format, what all has been due in our project? So how we can do that? So if I close this one and if I click on calendar, so this is the calendar feature which we can easily navigate from the top navigation. So if I click on the calendar, so this is how it shows. So it shows like, okay, on 11th of July, so this is like the July month. On 11th of July we had one item due. So because it's not done, it's passed on 15th as well, and today is 17th, so it's highlighting it. So it's due on 17th. So this is kind of a calendar view. So where insights, we had a limitation that it will give us insights on the next 2 weeks of a time frame, but here we can get it on a monthly basis, a complete monthly view, which can we can think of. Let's say we are starting a month and we just wanted to kind of like check with the team in one of our team meeting. Okay, what all items are key for us in this month? So I think this particular feature can be useful there. Similarly, there is no restriction. If you want to kind of like move to the August month, we can see, okay, what all is due. Uh, I think we have not created any item for August. Maybe I think this is the one which is due for August 1. But I mean, uh, another important thing that it allows us, let's say we just kind of like it came to us as a team that on 6th we have to have one COP meeting or a communities or practice meeting. But I mean, it's not been captured in our Kanban board. It's not been captured in our calendar. So what we can do is we can simply click on plus sign and say, okay, this is a task that we want to create, or we can change it from here as well. But I think task is good for this. And so we can say COP meeting organization. So as a team, we need to take care of like we organize one COP meeting. Okay, so automatically now as a team we know, okay, when we are looking at this calendar, like these are some important dates. So on 6th of August we need to have a COP meeting, right? So this is what it does. And like I said, we can always track some of the items based on the due days. If I go back to the Kanban board and let's say this DB optimization thing, this has been done, but I mean, we want to, maybe if I just say, not this one, I think this may not be the right example, but let's say creation, or let's pick one more thing, like online payments using wallets. So if I click on this one, and somehow this is very important and we want it to be done by, let's say, 8th of August. So I have saved this one, right? And I can close this one. Now if I refresh this Kanban board, I can see the due date is mentioned as 8th of August. Yes, it is there. And now if I go back to the calendar, so because this is July month, it will show the July calendar, what all important items are due in July. And if you want to track anything else, now if I move to August, so it is showing us, okay, this online payments is due by 8th. So it provides a good summary, and we can also filter it. I mean, if I let's say I just want to look at tasks which are kind of like key, so it shows us the card, like we have one session on August 1st, we have a COP meeting, some topic needs to be presented on 6th. So, and if we are looking at the story, so it will show us the stories as well. And also, I mean, if we want to look at from a assignee perspective, so it also allows us to do that. I mean, we can say, okay, give me some of the important milestones for this particular member creative learning. So if I do that, I will see something which is shown for the creative learning coordinator. So that was kind of a brief about this calendar feature. And I think one more thing I wanted to highlight was, if I clear the selection, and let's say if I go to July and I just say search. So if I search here in the calendar, so let's see what it does. Okay, so based on the search, what it has done is it has applied this particular keyword in the whole July month calendar, and now it is showing, okay, something related with the release is available on the 17th. So this particular thing is quite useful when we see that our calendar is quite busy, it looks very kind of like filled, and we would just want to pinpoint to one of the things that we are searching for. Okay, when are we releasing this one, or when is the due date for this thing, right? So if I clear this thing, I think it will automatically show up other items. Similarly, let's say we want to kind of like find out, hey, what happened to our payment thing. Okay, we had this stories in progress. So what it will do, it will highlight, okay, there are two items. One is this online payment using credit card, which was due on 11, so it's late. And the another payment was online payment using debit card, that is coming to us on 31st of July as a due date. So we can apply all these things. And like I said, it may not be useful for all the teams, but I mean, the teams who are working at a good scale and they want to maintain some sort of like important dates, important milestones, so for that purpose, I think this view is quite handy and it can be used. So that's all about today's video. I hope you guys liked it. And if you are new to my channel, please do share and subscribe. That will definitely motivate me to share more such learning videos with you all. Thank you.